to start cutting our princess that bustier, first thing that we're going to do is to fold our fabric or pattern paper by 2. So before I'm folding by 2, so next thing I'm going to do is to get my starting line, and that will be 1/2 inch. So I'll mark 1/2 inch here, and I'll mark 1/2 inch here, and I'll connect the lines like this. So this is our starting line. This is where I'm starting the whole measurement. Next thing I'm going to get is my bust point, my under bust, my waistline, then the full length of the top or whatsoever that you're doing. Or let's just go with here, which is 20. So I'll just connect all these points in a straight line. So next thing is to label bust points, under bust, waistline, and the full length of our top. So next thing I'm going to do is to get my nipple to nipple divided by 2, and I'm going to mark it all the way down to the full length of the top, all the way. Then I'm going to connect all those points like this. Now I'm going to do is to get my neckline, my basic neckline, which is 3 by 3 inches. Now connect it like this. Next is to get my shoulder divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch seam allowance. Then I'll come down by 1 inch, which will be our shoulder slope. Then I'll get my armhole divided by 2. Then I'll connect it like this, and connect this like this, and connect the shoulder slope to the 3 inches. So here will be our chest line. So I'll just make sure label it chest line. So next is to get my bust divided by 4. The next thing I'm going to do here is to get the middle point of my armhole, and I'll be going in by 1/2 inch, and I'll connect this here. Then I'll connect this here. Guys, please make use of your curve. Next thing is to get our dart measurement. On the bust point towards this side, I'll be going out by 1 inch. Then towards the side, I'll be going out by 1/2 inch. So 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, here 1 inch, here 1 inch. So on the bust point, I'm coming down by 1/2 inch like this. So from here, I'll curve it here. From here, I'll curve it like this, then this and this. Then this, I'll connect it here. I'm going to connect all the way to the bust point. We're going like this. You see, just give it a curve. It's not going to be on a straight line. So next is to get our dart, armhole dart. So here I'm going out by 1/2 inch, and I'm going in by 1/2 inch, and I'll connect it like this. But here I'll be coming up by 1/2 inch. So I'm connecting this dart to this 1/2 inch here. Same thing with this. So once I'm done with that, I'll be going out by 1/2 inch. From this side, I'll go out by 1/2 inch, and I'll connect it like this. Then from here, I'll connect it to the armhole. So this is our new armhole right now. So this is our new armhole. So once I'm done with this, next thing is to take my body measurements. It's my bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, which is here. My under bust divided by 4 plus this 1.5 for our dart plus 1 inch seam allowance here. And my waistline divided by 4 plus 1.5 inches for that plus 1 inch seam allowance. So now our waistline, our waist divided by 4 plus this dart 1.5 inches plus 1/2 inch sewing allowance, that will be here. So we'll just connect all these points. that is how to cut or draft your princess darts. So here I am done with the front, so I'm just going to cut this out. So let's cut this out. So guys, this is it for our measurement. So I'm going to cut out the back now. So I'll show you how to draft the back as well. So let's get to the back. We want to draft the back, and first thing that we're going to do is to get our zip allowance, which is 2 inches. So we'll mark 2 inches here. Next thing to do is to get our starting line, which is 1/2 inch. Next is to get our neckline, 3 by 1.5. Connect it like this. Shoulder divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch seam allowance. Come down by 1 inch for that, for our shoulder slope. So next is to take our bust points, under bust, waistline, and the full length of our top, which is 20. We'll connect it all the way. So once I'm done with that, I'll get my armhole divided by 2. So this will be for our chest line. I'll get my bust divided by 4. And I'll connect it like this. Remember at the front we went in by 1 inch, so we're not doing that here. We're not doing that for the back. So next is to get our dart measurements, which is 4, 4, and 4. Connect my shoulder slope. Next is to get my dart measurements. So at the back I'll be going 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. So the reason why we are going 1/2 inch here is because the back has no bust. So I'll connect it like this. Connect it like this. Connect it to the bust point. Connect it at the bust point. So next thing I'm going to do right is to get our shoulder darts. So my shoulder divided by 2, which is the middle point, and I'm going to connect it to the bust point here in a straight line. So once I'm done with that, I'll start taking all my body measurements. My bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch seam allowance, my under bust divided by 4 plus 1 inch for the dart plus 1 inch for seam allowance. Well, now mark it here. Remember to start your measurement on the zipper line, not at the extreme end. So waist divided by 4 plus 1 inch for that plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So once I'm done with that, I will connect all those points together. So here I'm going in by 1/2 inch to get my zip slant, because I don't want it to have a bulge at the zipper area. So I just go in by 1/2 inch and connect it all the way you see me doing. So next thing I'm going to do is to cut out everything like this. Just follow the way I'm cutting it and cut it exactly the same way I did. So here I'm done cutting it out, and I'll use my maxing tape to hold it down, because I don't want to have any sewing of that on my fabric. That's why I'm holding it with a maxing tape. So I'll hold it all the way to the shoulder parts. But if you want to have that effect at the back, you can just cut it separately on your fabric, but I don't want that. That's why I am holding it with a maxing tape. So here, this is the back. You can see how it is. So this is it. This is what we have. This is the back and this is the front area, front and back. So you see, everything is aligning. The measurements, everything is working, aligning well. So guys, if this video was helpful, kindly subscribe. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment. Thank you so much for your subscription. Thank you for your likes and for your comments. Thank you, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.